What is up, guys? It's Bankrupt Dope back with another video, and today we are back on Star Rail. And today we're gonna just talk a little bit about 1.3. I just want to give some of my honest thoughts about how I feel about 1.3, and I think that, like, in my opinion, I think there are like some. It's overpraised for what it is, right? Now, in the update, we were getting a ton of things. Some things are very, very surface level. They don't add much to the game. And there's some that do are massive changes to the games, right? And to talk about the bigger things that I'm actually interested in, the only thing I'm interested in the for the update for 1.3 will have to be the simulated disaster swarm thing. That seems like something because it hit on the point of what I said that I think they should have been doing, and they should be running with simulated universe every update. And it shouldn't just be another relic farm, though. I think it needs to be moved into the actual in-game content, something how Forgotten Hall is. I think Forgotten Hall is very, very gimmicky. It's purely a turn-based thing, and there's no challenge outside of it. It's just hard in its turns. It's like you're really trying to beat the turns, because just beating it, you gain nothing. Truthfully, you want a 3-star, and so the challenge for that becomes how fast can I beat it. And in my opinion, I don't think that is a skill. That I don't think it shows skill. I just don't think it does. It shows what are your stats, and that's it. I don't like the fact that Forgotten Hall is our main in game in this game. So I'm happy they're going to simulated disaster universe, because it gives us more things to do. And that's where I think the focus should be for in-game content, not in Forgotten Hall. Forgotten Hall should be extra. But yet, it's more like it's been our centerpiece, because it's really all we have, because there's not much content in this game, I'll be honest. But going further than that, you have the system, the energy system, which they've changed, right? Now they have 2 games that exist, which is why I think it's a very ridiculous, like, it's not a ridiculous update, but it's one of those things where it's like, how much can you truly praise it? Because, excuse me, how much can you truly praise it? Because they know what their system is, they know what people complain about, and they know how to improve on it. And so for this to be your 3rd game, and to drop the game without a 240 energy cap, which they already knew how, like, they have mathematicians, like I said, they have a very talented team over there. They have very smart people. And that goes 2 ways, unfortunately. Smart people also know how to get the most bang for their buck while sacrificing good qualities to make a game good, or anything good. Apple does it, Samsung does it. They know what they can do that gives you enough, but still sacrifice great service. Like they know how to do it, and MiHoYo is no exception to it. They know how to make a game that'll give you just enough, and also take away just enough that when they give it to you again, it'll hit that feeling of, oh wow, thank you, I feel so good for this. But it's really something that should have been there from the beginning. And so the 240 energy should have already been in the game from the beginning, because they know that there's a lack of content in the game. So it's all like, cause like there are people out there arguing, say, wow, they're doing this for Honkai, but they're not doing it for Star Rail, they're not doing it for Genshin. And it's like, I don't think that's something you should complain about, because that's something that they should be incorporating into their other games as well. Because like I said, it's all run by the same people. And so it's all like, you all work on these games, so you know what your strengths are, you know what your weaknesses are. So they should know that if this is a problem that in Genshin Impact, we should apply it there as well. And the thing is, they knew it was a problem in Genshin Impact. People have always complained about how there is a lack of being able to use my energy to progress my weapons and progress my characters. They know that. They know that already. But yet, they still slowly increase the cap on these things. And here we are on 1.3. They give us a 240, which they already knew would be a problem, because they say it's enough to get you through an entire day. If from 0 to 240, it's an entire day's worth of energy. So they already knew that the way the energy was structured was already strange, and that people would cap out if they had things to do. They already knew that. And then once again, if you're busy and you're not playing the game, they're very stingy on giving you the fuels in a normal gameplay. For a free-to-play player, you don't get that many. And if you're a person that likes to level up a whole bunch of characters and stuff like that, you really don't get much of that. And if you dare take a day off, it hurts. So they give you the reserve energy system, where you can stockpile a certain amount of extra energy for when you're gone. But it's all like, in my opinion, those are things that should have already been in the game from the get-go, because you have plenty of gacha games already that exist that go to 999 like worth of energy that you can farm, and it's like there's no doubt of like there's no question like there are games that give a overabundance of energy, and MiHoYo's games are one of the few that gives you very limited amounts of energy that you can use within a game, and they already knew that. So in my opinion, it's all like, why clap and applaud for something that they already knew was going to be a problem, and knew something that they already knew they were going to fix? Like, let's be honest, are you like, I don't, in my brain it's like this isn't anything groundbreaking because they were already going to do it. So I'm not, I don't applaud it. Is it nice that it's happening? No, it's like it's something that should have already happened, and it's happening. It's like, all right, thank you for giving something that already should have been in the game. It's like I said, it's when you're buying phones. You know, the thing with the no charger in the box, they say it's for to save the environment, but like there are plenty of other ways to save the environment. I think it's a very niche excuse to say that they're not giving us a charger in the box to save the environment, because then I have to go spend $60, right? I have to then go spend $60 or X amount of dollars to go buy a fast charger in another packaging. So you see my problem here. It's all like these very weak excuses, and I feel like MiHoYo kind of does the same thing. They use excuses that sound good, people eat it up, but truth be told, it's something that could be added if they wanted to from day one, but they just chose not to because they realized they can get by and use it for later to make themselves look better. So that's the biggest things of 1.3. That's really it. It's the disaster and the energy change. And then you also have that other event that I can't think of the name of because it does not affect my actual gameplay at all. It has no benefit outside of rewards for people that are here to play the game and use their characters. It has no benefit for that. So I don't feel like that's pointless. It doesn't help me. Then the other little events that they have sprinkled throughout there, which once again should have already been in the game. Like they have a good version of the assignments. They're just giving us a better assignment list, which would have already, something that should have already been. But they decided to release it with the most bare bone versions of assignments, giving you the least amount of rewards they could think of. And now they're going to give us an event and say, oh, look at this cool event. You're getting more rewards. It's like, well, why was not this the normal setup anyway? Like I said, once again, if you look at gacha games down the road, just go look at gacha games, look at how their systems are. There are plenty of games that have an expedition system, and they give you very decent rewards for your expeditions based off the kind of characters you use. And it's like, the game already has in set from day one a very bad expedition system all the way up to a good expedition system, depending on your level and how good your characters are and who you're putting in. But yet, MiHoYo starts it off with nothing, the most bare bones thing that they could think of, right? Like 20 hours for 5,000, another, like, don't get me started how few money this really is for when you're actually upgrading characters. And then, like I said, then here they come, event 1.3. It's content, and we're praising it. And so for me personally, like obviously, if you find it enjoyable, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just me talking. But I like to look at things very, like, I want to see it for what it actually is. And I don't think 1.3 is really doing anything outside of Simulated Disaster. I don't think it's doing anything that they weren't already gonna do, and something that should have, and things that should already been in the game, right? Because if these things were already implemented in the game, this update would just be Simulated Disaster. That'll be all it was. Characters are characters. You always be hyped for them. I'm excluding characters from the talk. And what I want to see for 1.4 is like, this leads to my next problem. Like, and why I can't feel hyped for it, right? Because I'm getting 3 characters that I can't level up. I'm trying to currently level up Yanqing, and it's taking forever. Barely have the money leveling him up. I want to hop in on this banner, right? And I want to go ahead and finish this banner. I have 80 more pulls. If I pull Himiko and Welt being a character that I actually want to level up and use, I can't do it. It's actually completely unviable for me to summon on this game right now and get Welt, because I literally can do nothing with him. I feel like these are the things that should be being improved. The ability to use characters. And I already know what we're going to say. People are going to be like, well, it's how the game is, it's how it's been. It's a part of their system, but it's an artificial grind. It's an artificial content, and I don't like artificial. The content should be the stuff in the game, not me literally just leveling up characters. These are things that should be done within a day. We're going to be so honest. That is a thing that should take a day at most. It should not take a month to level up a character and have a character be viable and really fun to use if you have no resources. It should be something that you should be able to do within a decent amount of time and able to play. That's just, in my opinion. I think for a better game and a better gameplay experience, it should be like that. But, you know, it is what it is. I know that's what it is, and I know people are gonna tear me apart for saying, "Oh my gosh, well, I just get used to it." But I'm just saying, these are just things that I think can make the game better if I could actually play with characters I want. Because, like I said, it's ridiculous that I can't hop in on this banner. There is no actual point in hopping in on this banner to pull these two characters because I can't use them. That is very ridiculous when you say it. You have to really think about it. That's ridiculous. Most gotcha games, I can go on the game, pull the character, and I can use the character. And that's really how it should be. It should be play and usable. It's play and wait over here. This isn't Warframe. Warframe is allowed to be play and wait because they have so much content in that game, and you still have to wait, and you still have so much to do. This is the opposite. It's a gotcha game. And I want to play now, but it's a play and wait. Near Warframe levels of play and wait, and it has not a fraction of the content that game has at all. But it follows the same system of you get the character and you have a slow burn to level up the character. It just doesn't make sense in my opinion. It just doesn't. But that's gonna be it. I was gonna use that horn there, but I decided against. That's why I sat on it for so long. I was trying to decide, do I want to use the horn? But I could just keep grinding, level my relics up until the event is over. So I'm not gonna use the horn. I'll just hold out. But like I said, take that. I'm never saying anything to be mean. I'm never saying anything to say that like I'm never saying it for no reason. I'm saying this because I want the game to improve. Just because the game is breaking money records doesn't change the fact that I still find me not playing this game or doing on this game a lot of times. That's my problem here. So who cares if they make 500? Like they made 500 million already on this game and they're carrying their brand. I can't tell because we still get a slow feed of content. They can change up the formula rather than giving us 2 major events a patch. Why can't we bump it up to 4? We're making so much money, right? So how are we still following the same setup while they're increasing? If they're increasing, then there should be an increase of events, in my opinion. And I'm not talking about following the Genshin roadmap, because a lot of people are amazed, well, they just follow the Genshin roadmap. Why are we following the Genshin roadmap when they have more resources disposable in terms of funds? If they have more funds, so more people work on things, to implement more things, why are we still following an old map? Things get outdated, and Genshin's map is outdated. Things should be changing. Things should be improving. There should be a sales system implement. There should be a summon resource implement where you pull characters, you get a set amount of resources for that character, especially for the dupe clause. Rather than getting just the 40 things, which really only gives you so much, it should give me direct materials to ascend the character and things like that. There are so many minor improvements that they could constantly be doing to this game that don't have to be so infrequent with how fast this game is moving in the money side of things. And that's all I am trying to say whenever I make these videos. It's called tough love because I really want this game to go good and go far. But I do think that there are things that they can do significantly better if they want to. It's purely up to them if they want to. Or they can just stick to the same old roadmap and it will get them by. But I don't think it's the most optimal. I don't think it's the most fun thing for a person as a consumer. But at this point, I'm just going in circles and I'm ranting. I'm going to stop. So, thank you for watching if you watch. If you like on the video, if you liked it, comment something down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I will catch you guys next time. Peace.